Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a chit chat ready with me and I'm super pumped to do this. I literally woke up 30 minutes ago and I was like, yup, today's the day. Today we're gonna chat and I'm super excited to be doing this with you, but I don't want to have a long intro because I do want to chat. So let's just get started. So I might not mention the products, and if I don't, everything I always use is always linked down below or listed down below, so you can always check out the description. So for primer, I'm using my Bareminerals Prime Time Neutralizing Primer. I've been loving this recently. My mom gave me this because she didn't use it anymore and I've been using this. It really gets rid of redness. So today is the day. I literally tweeted that this morning and I was like, yep, today is the day. So today is August 1st, if you're wondering. I literally go back to school in 4 weeks, which is exciting for me, but it's also nerve-wracking because there's so much to be done in 4 weeks. And I'm transferring. If you didn't know, I did go to community college. I've probably mentioned that in about, I don't know, maybe a couple videos and stuff. I made a video dedicated to it, so if you haven't checked that out, you definitely should, because I talk about like my opinions on it and everything like that. Now I'm going to use my One Mile Photo Focus Primer, which is my favorite, and I still use a primer even though I used that. I don't know why, I just do. So yeah, I went to community college, so I'm transferring and I'm super excited, and today is the day that I find out like where I'm living, who I'm living with, and it's nerve-wracking, but it's also exciting. Like, I've been nervous about it for a few days now because I'm like realizing that it's actually happening. Like, I'm actually finding out, so I'm like realizing how real it is, and just once I find out, everything is going to become even more real. Starting school 4 weeks, a lot's gonna happen, and I don't know, like I'm excited, but I'm also nervous because like I know nothing, but I've done this before. I've dormed before, so I know like kind of what to expect to an extent, because it's gonna be a different school, so it's probably gonna be a different atmosphere, but still. So for foundation, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which is my favorite foundation, at least at the current moment. And then I'm gonna mix in my Maybelline Master Studio like illuminator and light in here, and I love this illuminator, but it's gonna be good, and I'm super excited to be starting and transferring, just because like community college is completely different than a university, but they're like, it's all college, so like if you're going into college and you're going to community college, don't be like, oh, it's gonna be terrible, because honestly I had good experiences at community college. I also had not so good experiences, but that's just like, you have good experiences and you have not so good experiences. It's August 1st, like I mentioned, so I'm kind of like, you know, crunching here, so I'm basically doing a ton of pre-filming because the school I'm going to isn't too far away. It's only 30 minutes away, but I'm not going to be filming when I'm there, and I just feel like in a realistic like standpoint, I feel like school is a lot more important. Actually, school is a lot important. Like, YouTube is a fun hobby for me. It has been for like since I started, and if it becomes more than that, I'm still gonna go with what I'm doing in school and stuff, but I just feel like I need to focus at school. Like, that has to be my main focus. Not to say I might not come home one weekend a month and like film videos, because I do love filming. So for concealer, I'm going to be using my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. I love this concealer. I've been using it a ton lately. It's honestly become a favorite for me. It's just such a light concealer and such a nice concealer. Yeah, so roommate thing is today, and it's just becoming crazy to me of like how fast school has coming. Like a year ago, I was finishing up last semester of community college, and in 4 weeks I'll be going to university. I've been off of school for 7 months, so like it feels like, obviously feels like time, but like it's just crazy how time flies. Like, I feel like this summer has flown and everything. And what's crazy to me is I haven't filmed all too much within the last month. I was having camera issues with the memory card, and every memory card I was buying for my camera wasn't working with my camera for some reason. It was weird, and I'm still trying to resolve that issue because the memory card I'm using doesn't have that much like storage, so it only records like 50 minutes, so then I have to import that. I guess I'll talk about what I'm like majoring in school. So in school, I'm going to be majoring in early childhood education. Now, when I went to community college, I think I mentioned this in my other videos, so yeah, that is going to be linked up above if you want to watch it. I just always like flip in between majors, but like as a kid, for years, probably up till when I was in 8th grade. I wanted to be a teacher. That's just what I wanted to do. And then the economy got bad. Everybody was like, oh my god, don't go into teaching. And like everybody freaked out. Like if you were gonna said you wanted to be a teacher, everyone freaked out about it. They were like, no, don't do that. And now like everyone's like, oh, things are gonna be changing, like people are retiring, jobs are opening, and everyone's like, oh, go be a teacher. And I'm like, it's just funny. And yeah, so that was something I always wanted to do. I've changed my mind. Like one minute I'm like, oh, I want to be a teacher. One minute I'm like, oh, I want to go into like be a nurse or be like a physical therapist or a speech therapist. I've changed my mind so much, but I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the classes. I'm excited about like what's to come, and it's gonna be cool because for the first time I have a set major, so I'm actually meeting people that have the same major as me. So like that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be a good experience. And I'm so hopeful about everything. Like I'm excited and hopeful, and I just know it's going to be good. Yeah, I don't know why I had nothing to talk about. Like last time I was like, yep, talk about this, talk about that, but I don't know. Like okay, so this morning I woke up and I literally had like what seemed like the most real dream. I basically had a dream about the Chicago Fire premiere of what my mind thought it was going to be. Now I think about that like pretty much every night, so the fact that I dreamed about it right before I woke up didn't really surprise me because let's see, shy hard right here. And second of all, I'm just that crazy person that would dream about Chicago Fire. I had a dream that Casey died. And I was like, no. And like what's crazy is I had a dream that he was like shot 3 times. Like I was like, what? Huh? And then I woke up and I started crying. I was like, wait, that was a dream. Yeah, I'm super excited for the show to start. I think it starts in like 50 something days, which I'm excited about. It starts September 28th, and I'm excited. That night I'm gonna be like, just give me Chicago Fire, you know? And I'm excited for that. Like I truly am. And you know, I'm always excited for Chicago Fire. I've said they're moving to Thursdays just because I'm used to them on Tuesdays, and Tuesdays was like the way I started my week. So I guess this time I'll end my week with them, which I guess is fine, but still I liked starting off my week with them. And the night shift has been so good. I am addicted to that show. If you saw my favorites video that I posted today, which I'll link up above, you know I've been obsessed with the night shift. It's no surprise, I've loved it before. I got into it I think last summer or the summer before that. Actually no, I think it was last summer. I got into it and I literally watched seasons 1 and 2 in like a couple days, and now I am like hardcore addicted to it, so that says a ton. And it's just such a good show. It's about like obviously doctors and nurses on the night shift and like their like job on the night shift, and most of the doctors actually happen to be like military, and they're either in the military currently or they're like ex-military. Most of them like are still in the military, like they're kind of in, if you know what I mean. It's such a like interesting show. It's such like a lively show, and what I mean is like it's just, I don't know, like a lot happens. Like Grey's Anatomy is a good medical show, don't get me wrong. I like Chicago Med and like the night shift because they're like real. Like it's more about like the action part of the show, like more happens, I guess you could say. It's not so like super personal. Like you still get those personal stories, but it's not like it's all it's about, which I feel like Grey's Anatomy does, which they didn't do in the beginning as much. I guess they did a little bit, but now I feel like that's kind of how they are. Like it isn't such medical. I don't know. Been watching The Fosters and I like that, but I'm not like obsessed with it. I like it a lot, but like it's not like everything I live for, I guess is what I mean. For eyeshadow, I'm using my Lorac Pro 3 palette. I saw a tutorial on this last night and now I'm like intrigued to do that look. So I'm gonna set the lid with the first 2 shades, which is Blank and Canvas. I always do that. I feel like this is the perfect like shade, and I always set my lid with these, and this just makes other eyeshadows like appear more pigmented. And I feel like summer has just been so good for me, but also it's been boring because we've like stayed in the house like all summer. Okay, that makes me seem like we never go out. Like I just mean like we haven't like traveled this summer. Last summer I went to Ocean City, and I always watch my travel diary of that. Like I love that travel diary. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it. Like I just love looking back at it because it's like I'm looking back at my trip, which is why whenever I'm traveling I'm I'm going to be doing travel diaries because I just love travel diaries. Like, they are just like, it's good to look back on the memories, see what you did, see the places you saw, just see everything again. I don't know, like that might just be me, but I love that. And like there are a ton of places I want to go. Now I'm going to take terracotta. One of my top places I want to go to is Chicago. That's like one of my top like places I want to visit, places I want to go. And of course, like the times I'd want to go is any time between July and like April because of Chicago filming, or like more like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Med filming. And there's a convention there in March, but I know like the conventions are expensive and I know I wouldn't be able to go because like hotels and like airfare, like the plane ride from here to Chicago is only like an hour and a half I think, or maybe 2 hours. But like when you go, you have to pay for a hotel, and the convention I know is just so expensive and I just wouldn't be able to do that, you know. But you know, maybe someday I can go there. It's like one of my top places. I've never been to anywhere on the West Coast, and I really want to go to California, of course, because like who doesn't? And also I want to go to Seattle. Like that's a top place for me as well, so I really want to go there. And then I guess where else do I want to go? I want to go back to Florida someday as well. Like I went there when I was 9, so that was so long ago, and I'd love to go back. The Lorac shadows are one of my favorite shadow formulas. They're so nice. I also like the formula of heart eyeshadows. Those are also really good. But I think like if we're talking about favorites, I'd have to say Lorac shadows are my favorite. I've almost used up all the shades in my Lorac Pro palette, so that's definitely a favorite for me. And today I want to film an anti-haul. I'll probably film that after this video. I have two I want to do. I want to do a drugstore one and I want to do a high-end one. And then of course I will space those out so it's not like I'm posting them back to back, which I usually do. Like I'll film videos and then I'll like figure out the order I want them to go in, because I don't like post my videos like back to back. Like I don't post them in order. I feel like with eyeshadows sometimes I do a look and it doesn't necessarily turn out how I want it to, but you know, there's always blending. Pretty sunny this week so far. It's only Tuesday, so there's more time for it to rain, but I feel like it's rained so much this summer. It's crazy. And for mascara, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paridise mascara. I guess I'll talk about like the dupe factor of this, I guess. I did do a dedicated video on this mascara, and I know a lot of people are coming out and saying, oh, I don't think this is like a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I don't know. Like I think it's pretty similar. Obviously, I don't think it's like an exact dupe. Like I don't think they're exactly the same, but I find them to have a very similar effect, and I actually like this mascara more. I just find that like it lengthens my lashes better, it like volumizes them better. I do like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I also don't, because it's a super clumpy formula and I don't find this to be as clumpy. I know people say it is, but I don't find it to be as clumpy as the Too Faced Better Than Sex. That might just be me, but I just don't find it to. But I definitely think they're similar, maybe not an exact dupe, but I think they're pretty similar, where if you didn't want to buy the Too Faced, you could buy this one to get a similar effect. For blush, I'm going to mix Coralista and Rockatour, which I've been doing a lot recently. Now I'm going to quickly do my brows. I'm just going to use my L'Oreal Brow Stylis Plumper. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I can't do my brows on camera, but I can, because my eyebrows don't need much filling in, so I just use gel. Sometimes I'll fill in the inner parts with a little bit of like powder from like an eyeshadow, but most days I just use something like this. And if you're curious how I do my brows, I like brush them up like so, and then I'll brush them out. You know what I hate? When you get like a zit right here and then you put highlight on and it totally looks weird. Yeah, and I didn't do a brow bone highlight, so I'm just going to take the two end shades and highlight my brow bone. Okay, I know this isn't super fun, but I really like this liquid lipstick. This is the November from Colourpop, and this is an ultra satin, so I guess it's kind of fun because it's like this pinky color, but it's not hot pink. Oh, my goals for like school is definitely to like have a good high grade point average. I don't have to have like a 4.0, but I'd love to get like all A's or mostly A's, and school is hard, so you never know what's gonna happen, but that's what I want to strive for. And of course, to like stay in my major, I have to have a good grade point average, but I want to strive for like all A's, if you know what I mean. So I actually love how everything turned out. I love the makeup. It's very summery. This is kind of what I go for every day. I don't use the same eyeshadow every day because that's like the one place in my makeup I love experimenting with, and I don't do the same lip every day because I also love experimenting with that. This is the typical look I do every day. I'm gonna go fix my hair and then I'll come back and give you an outro. So this is the finished makeup. I love how everything turned out. I just love everything. I just love how it turned out, and I loved chatting with you. I know this video might not have been as chatty as I planned, but I still love it, and I think it was generally chatty. I just loved it, and I would love to know what's going on in your life down below. Are you starting college either for the first time or for the second time or third or fourth? Just let me know what's going on in your life down below. I'm super curious. I kind of gave you my life update, sort of a life story, so let me know what's going on in your life down below. Also, let me know any other videos you'd like to see next down below, maybe back to school videos or just any beauty or lifestyle videos. Let me know that down below, and please subscribe if you haven't already because I post videos every single week, and I would love for you to just be subscribed to my channel. Also, hit the notification bell down below to be notified. That'll just notify you right when my videos go up, and you will love it. It's a great feature. I love it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!